So we will go like this. I nearly missed this play. Of course we kill Ossification or Destroy. And we are getting him to 8 poison. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today very proud to present you this deck because this will be a full-blown ramp combined with control. I mean, this fits the channel, right? So we will be absolutely ramping super hard with cards like Vorrac, Stomper, Zendikar. Zendikar is a huge star of the deck because it gets you from this 4-land to 7-drop on the next turn. And guess what? We have pretty good 7-drops. Titan of Industry. Against all aggressive deck, this creates 2 blockers and the life gain, which usually closes the game. With Rex, you are extremely good against control decks, and you will see in some of the games how we can absolutely just surprise our opponent with extra 4 poison. Together with 4 Mirrex, because we kinda have to play so many just to have decent matchup against control, we will play also very cool cards. Not only Twilight, which is amazing when you have so much mana, but cards you maybe never seen before. Invasion of Ikoria. Basically you overpay 2 for a creature, but you can take any creature from your deck. And then there's a battle with 6 defense. If you attack it, you get an 8/8 with reach and cool ability. You can read it. You probably won't use it, but an 8/8 is a lot. With Green Sun's Twilight, this is a very cool card. Basically you pay 6 mana for this one, and you take 6 cards from your library on top, and one of the creatures from this card goes directly into battlefield. You also get a land that can be Mirrex or Blast Zone, or just a normal one. The point is that you can search for a creature you like, and you get the discount, because this in total costs 6 mana, this one is 7. And I was wrong, I said that I have double farewell in my deck, I have 1, so sorry about it in the commentary, I just realized that I cut one of the farewells in the end. So guys, I hope you will enjoy the deck. About the results, I don't think it's super competitive deck. We went a little bit below 50%, but some of the games were weird. However, I don't feel it's the most competitive deck. However, a really fun deck overall. I really enjoyed it and I think it's worth sharing. Alright, and one more thing. If you think that's pretty cool to try this kind of, I think, pretty creative deck in really high mythic and risk the rank for having some fun in standard, don't forget to subscribe. Really shows me as a creator that you appreciate those things and that you want to see more. So if you enjoyed this kind of deck, if you like the video, comment, like and subscribe, and it really shows, so I might do more of it. I would love to. I think that's it. Thank you for, being here on the channel, and let's enjoy some action. And some of the games will be pretty epic, so tell me what you think in the comments. Alright, we're going first. It will be a strange hand. We definitely start with the forest because the Mirrexes need to be colored for the next turns. We need to hit Vorrac. Alright. We will get into those forests, but it will take a while. And it seems that we are only playing against 5 card control with this deck, which is absolutely super random. Man, it is insane, because there doesn't seem to be aggro today on the ladder. Even though we played a lot of aggro before. But, it's fine. It's fine. I love playing mirrors all day. Ossification, that's absolutely fine. We will get the creature back with Titan of Industry. And that also means that we can go for Invasion of Zendikar, because it ramps us the most. If he wants to match our ramping, he needs... Let's go for 1 forest. We have double white, that's usually what you need. Zendikar, sure. So I think we have to go for Tyrranax Rex. I think that's the play. So generally it all depends if he has all the answers. Hopefully not. Yeah, I really want to get this instant damage. It also pressures them. So this way they need to do something about the Rex, which means they cannot play Atraxa. I mean, they can, but then they die. So they cannot. Alright, Sunfall. Yeah, more efficient. Perfect. Alright, that will cost him full turn, but at least we get some, some head start, I hope. So if we go double Mirrex, he plays Atraxa, and we never leave through his value. So we will go like this. I nearly missed this play. I think this is how it works, right? They have exile effects, in all honesty. Mostly. Do they have any damage-based removal or destroy effects? Archangel, Leyline, Sunfall? I mean Atraxa, if anything. Let's go white. I think this is the play. Of course we kill Ossification or Destroy. And we are getting him to 8 poison. As you can see, the word makes all the difference, because that's the only reason he wasn't able to put something in the battlefield on top of removing Rex. Right now he needs Sunfall or he loses. And I don't feel he has it. But we'll see. Herd Migration, alright. Definitely he can try to make this play. Interesting. So, if we attack with the Rex, he triple blocks it, right? That's for sure. So it means he has 2 creatures to block. One will go to Rhino and one to Titan. He gets 4 damage. We cannot proliferate. I mean, we can proliferate and nearly kill him. That's a good plan. I could go for Invasion of Zendikar, but I think this is better, because he doesn't have a sweeper right now. And if we force him to trade it bad, like, we are still getting good trade here. And he needs to block Titan, because it's lethal. And then he cannot get double block here. Yeah, that's pretty much the play. Alright, we're getting into a very good situation. And do I have... no, double Mirrex. So we will double Mirrex and we will kill him, so I'm pretty sure we won this game. I mean, he's pretty high, so I'm happy about it. Oh, alright, alright. A lot of stuff will happen. Sure. Good call, because he basically gets a creature after spending a creature for this turn, and on the next turn onwards he will get free value. I did not expect he will play Herd Migration again. But we'll try to go white. Also, if we hit Sunfall, we will very easily win, probably. So, 5 blockers. Alright. I need to hit him with poison once, a single one time. So I think it's Stomper into Mirrex. I think that's the play. It also gives us lands for the next turn, and we basically have 8 mana attacks every turn for Mirrexes, so we need a lot. If I play the Vinewall, I still can use it, right? It digs for potentially third Mirrex. Or Boseiju. Ooh, that's an instant speed Stomper. That's not bad. Whoever gets the first Sunfall will have like 12/12 token and he will win probably. So if I attack with everything, this is not great because I trade 1 for a weaker creature. Titan of Industry trades for 2 creatures. So it's kinda okay, I guess. If I attack with everything, what happens? He has 6 creatures. So 2 here, 3 here, so 5 already, and 1 on the Might. He's tapped out. I think he might let 1 poison sleep and then we win. But we'll see. Because he doesn't realize we can proliferate. I'm pretty sure he knows that it's only Mirrex that gets this. How did he block? Alright, that's different than I expected, but it makes Sunfall less impactful, and that's also something I really want. Because he might top deck it and he will be in some real trouble. And I'm not super scared about the damage. He also cannot really attack, no vigilance. Sure. Alright, double Stomper kill. Let's see the attack. No attacks. Smart. He knows that he is in super defensive mode. I don't want to show him that I have this stuff. I think we say go and we'll try to attack him at instant speed basically on the next turn. Because we can create 3 creatures at the end step, and that's a lot. He will soon play Atraxa or Sunfall, but Sunfall actually doesn't benefit him anymore, and he wants to be aggressive a little bit. He's not winning by life gain, so we are okay with it. 1 creature out. I really like to stack all the removals, because usually they assume at most 1 extra blocker, right, for removal. And when you can remove more than normally, they usually lack the blockers and you just break through. I mean, bridge the multiverse on top of Atraxa. Yeah, sure, why stop there? I guess Atraxa is not enough value. Alright, this is the turn. He will get extra mana if we do the thing. He has Leyline. That's really important. Do we go for it even? Because that's potentially another Leyline. How many he used? 0. There is a chance he has 2. And we will help him. And we just care about the poison things, right? But you know what? Still, I think it's worth the risk, and I really, really enjoy the fact that we will have extra land as well. And you know, extra creature. I guess he will get the Trion, right? Oh, yeah, okay, never mind. He wants this one. Alright, so let's go for Forest, I guess. Close game, man, but I think we have a really fair shot at this, if we play it right. Don't forget he can remove ossification, because it's any permanent. And then he will get all the Atraxa value again. It's not, so you probably want to use it as a last play. I think we go for Heart Migration into Zendikar, maybe? Is that a good play? Man, that's really hard. Or just go double Mirrex. Yeah, I think double Mirrex is best. A lot of thinking. He will probably use the Leyline, right, at the end step. So that... Alright, he doesn't. He's aware of things that might happen. Alright. That's a lot of damage, but not enough to kill us yet. And that also means that he has only 4 blockers total. I hope he goes for big creatures. Do I die? I hope I don't. I mean, I have Migration in any case if he plays another Archangel, but he doesn't have enough mana, I think. Yeah, this is pretty good, I have to say. Yeah, that will help him a ton. Because that's how we win. We could also just get another Vorrac, honestly, and it would win us the game already. He knows that the poison is all he needs to care about. But I think we have a lot of opportunities to get him. I'm not even talking about Sunfall from the top, which would be absolutely game-winning. I think that's it. So good at magic, right? So good at magic. He has only 1 mana, and he cannot prevent it. I mean, this is the weirdest lethal I have ever made so far. We decline. And now we proliferate. Oh no, not this one. Yep. That's a 9. I mean, have you ever seen this lethal? Because I never did. I think it happened the first time in HIGH-MYTHIC ever. Alright, opponent goes first. Sure, why not? We have the Vinewall. Definitely starting with the farmland. I think we should be winning this one. I have a feeling that it will go well. Is that white control as well? Man, we cannot hit any deck that isn't... You know what, let's go with Boseiju. I don't think we'll go this route, and Mirrex might save us with second green if we miss. A lot of choices. A lot of choices. Definitely. Mirrex can still save you one life in this situation. However, it... No, okay. We have double white with Brushland. So, what are you? So, it's actually another control deck. Man, I cannot believe that we... I think we've seen only one aggro deck today in the whole Mythic ladder. That's insane. Right, let's go. Yeah, I guess we have double green already. So, it's looking okay so far. I think we should be fine, even against white control. So, we have double white. Let's go for triple green for the Titans. The paint shouldn't matter much, so it's basically the perfect land anyway. Alright, he's ramping. Let's see if he will have black mana for Breach, or this is just pure mono-white control. Right, Dragon? Sure. And Stomper will pressure him. Stomper trades very nicely for a Ganja. I was also considering a Ganja for this deck, but it felt Stomper is a bit better. And Vorrac is also a bit better against, you know, aggro decks. Alright, let's go. Let's go super hard with all the extra lands. Let's go like this. We play Mirrex. I would love to play it later, but, you know, it is what it is. And when he goes white, we can Sunfall. We need to be aware. It's this funny situation right now. Whenever you have Mirrex again... Yeah, here she is. Here she is. So we will definitely use ossification, but he will get her back at some point. Let's play the round. So, is that the Sunfall into ossification? I mean, it's not bad. We could also go Sanctuary Warden. But then he gets value. So I will go like this. This solves a lot of problems, and we can also, yeah, let's just go with it. Farewell will hurt, but what can you do, man? Hopefully he won't draw it. Like, you play 1 or 2 in the whole deck, so you shouldn't have it instantly. The Blast Zone might get us, though. So, it's not a permanent solution. That's why usually I don't play ossification. But it was mostly for aggro decks that don't seem to exist in Mythic today when I play this deck. Like, honestly, it's so weird. Like, normally you play aggro after aggro after aggro. With this deck, it's just 5-colored control, and first time I've seen mono-white in quite a long time, man. Alright, so Eternal Wonder is here. Sanctuary Warden will be useful. Let's start drawing cards. Also, if we hit a land, we can play Stomper and just go pretty white. Alright, not the card I super wanted, but it's a good card, so we'll take it. When he taps out, we kill the Eternal Wanderer with the Rex, probably. I'm not sure if we go just for Leafer. The good part is that whenever he uses +1 on the Wanderer to kill the Warden, we draw a card, so he needs to -4, which means that Wanderer dies. And he definitely doesn't want it. So a bit awkward situation for him. But don't forget he has here the second one, so Blast Zone is basically 4 mana instant Eternal Wanderer, and that's really good for him. Not as much for us. I think we go Twilight this turn, because he tapped out. He spent royalty on the Wanderer, so now he needs to use the Sweeper. There will be problem if he has Sunfall in the hand, because then he just gets a huge token that will be a pain. Oh, alright. I see. That's an interesting one. Oh my god, he tapped main phase. There was literally no reason to ever do it. I love it. I absolutely love it. So we can either try to go for value with the Rex and kill the Wanderer, right? I think it's okay. The problem is, yeah, like he will use ossification, so that's very awkward for us. If I go Twilight, what happens? I mean, Twilight means he will Sunfall, and we are in similar situation, but let's go for it. So 4-7. I like the fact that he's tapped out, so and he also cannot use the Planeswalker. And when we kill this Planeswalker, because he feels that, yeah, I have a backup one, then we can use this to kill the backup one and get him, like, basically a little bit trapped. Like, he thought that he knows the situation, but he doesn't. So let's see if it works, because he might know about it or be very... Like, generally you shouldn't waste this kind of cards. You play... I'm not sure how much you play right now. It was usually like 2 of them or 3 in the deck. Or her, should I say. I mean, I play Farewell in my decks. Can I ever draw a Farewell with this one? Because playing 2 is already quite a lot. Very often you play 1, so we went on the safe road, but we never can draw it. If you Farewell the enchantments here, you have such a nice advantage, man. However, let's see what he will do. It's definitely not the play. He cannot... Oh! See? It did happen. It did happen. We can kill him. I think we can kill him. So I play Rex, I attack face, and it's exactly 10 poison. If he kills one of those, we still can use Mirrex. I think it's good. I'm not sure what the removal can be, but it won't hit Rex. And we'll hit face. Yeah, I told you, man. With Rex and Mirrex, you can make so many interesting plays that your opponent just doesn't expect. Alright, so, being on the play is extremely huge, especially that we have Vinewall into Vorrac that can fully negate basically the fact that we don't have too many lands, especially if we draw them. And that means that we can go very easy into Zendikar, and then we can go into Warden. I will take the Blast Zone, I think. Yeah, I think it can give value from the lands, because we are already having a lot of them, especially with double Zendikar and Vorrac, so, you know, that's interesting. I can proliferate, right? And this has 2 shield counters, so I can use Vorrac to draw extra cards from the thingy. Alright, so we will play like this. And here's the Vorrac. No, that's a make disappear, but he's not using it. Wow. Yeah, sure, I will gladly miss my lands. I mean, it's only 26 lands in the deck, so you should not expect to hit it every second card. Which means 2 lands in 4 cards. Definitely not the case. Alright, I don't super mind it, because we have double Invasion of Zendikar, and the most important part is that Vorrac is here, and it doesn't seem it will be here for a very long time. What is this? Some fireplace removal. A red, should I say. Because white doesn't have easy removal spells like this. Especially for 3 converted mana cost. Mirrex. I don't think we'll go Mirrex, so we will play this first. We go Invasion of Zendikar, and we try to absolutely overwhelm them. This is a scary card for them. I think they have Make Disappear, or maybe a hard counter spell, not sure. But those lands will be useful. Union. Alright, it's okay. Not the card we fear, but he still cycles it into other card. That is a good one. 1 white, so it's not going to be, you know what. I think we still go like this. I want a lot of mana, so I can make a lot of plays, with spare mana as well. I don't super want to show Mirrex. I cannot use it on this turn. I mean, I could put the Blast Zone counter. Alright, that might be enough. Alright. Putting counter can be huge in some cases, so... yeah. Not sure what we fear here. Chandra? So 6. Is that a Chandra deck? It seems like a Chandra deck. And it's one of the good payouts for playing control with red. So I would expect it might be possibility, maybe Teferi. So maybe we put 5 counters and then see. He probably also plays Emperors if he plays white. Alright, so hard situation for us, but Mirrex will help to pressure them, so we can hopefully play some stuff. Here's the Mirrex, alright. Let's put one of those. You'll think later. The Blast Zone counters is actually always a very interesting decision. Fully tapped. White Sun's Twilight. Earth he definitely wants to counter. So I generally want to play stuff so I can still have Mirrex. Alright, let's do it. I'm playing like this because I might draw a land if this resolves, and he really likes tapping Mirrex. Actually, let's go like this. So, he might use hard counterspell, that's fine. There's no way we go around it. Yep. So Mirrex not super useful right now, unfortunately. Alright. We will try. I guess Mirrex plan is good, but the problem is we cannot use Mirrex on top of other spell unless we draw a card. So I think we just say go and try this road. Alright, we can negate one of the Mirrex and then Sunfall becomes good, and he can counter a limited amount of spells, probably like 7 during the whole game. And we can also attack first, which means we can start flipping invasions, or we can just try to go face. Not sure which one will be better. I mean, I think I know. He still might remove it. If I play this, how much I have? 7 mana. I think I go like this. I think it's a good pressure tactic, so he maybe does something. Because you don't want to lose the Mirrex race overall. Especially that I can block one of them, so he is slowly getting a little bit behind. I don't think we need to use our 7 drops yet, unless he plays something. Sacred Fire, I can respect this. Still Mirrex, alright. So far, he had damage-based removal. Right, I will still use Mirrex. As long as he cannot play Memory Deluge and he doesn't have 7 mana, I'm not super scared. He might have a normal Deluge, not the flashback version, and that will be a huge problem, so I hope he doesn't. Alright, 1-1. The point is, you can play the Tyrranax Rex, but you need to do it pre-combat phase, because you really want to attack, because of haste, of course. Alright, I mean, he doesn't seem to have a lot of plays, and believe me, we can force him to tap one of these manas, at least, so he's not casting Memory Deluge. I mean, he can, but he will die soon after. Twilight is not perfect, because it doesn't have haste in any way, right? So he can basically just use a sweeper against it and just tap fully nicely. Rex is probably the best way to go around this. Alright, our opponent is thinking. Oh, he is considering Memory Deluge maybe. And I think Blast Zone can go to 3, right? I think it's okay. Hopefully he won't think so long on this one. Not much happened since your last stop, my friend, so I think you will make exactly the same decision to pass the turn. Unless he really fears white mana counterspell, which don't seem to be the case in standard. Alright, I mean... Is he not aware that it's his turn? Maybe. I think he might be doing something else and he just doesn't see it. Alright, this is the turn. I think we'll try some pressure. Like, you know, just good old Tyrranax Rex, and we'll see if that's enough. If they have damage-based removal, they won't be able to kill it. They have white, so they could have like Fateful Absence. And yeah, they cannot counter it, so there's that. So at least one of the hits should hit, and that will be already 5 poison counters. I'm a bit sad that we cannot use Mirrex. Man, this guy loves taking priority for no reason. I'm not trying to be mean, but when you make emote, I believe there's like at alt tab you see orange that something happened, so I always hope that it will wake them up. Alright, 3-6 cards. This is definitely a card that is a problem, especially I think he wanted to cast Memory Deluge, but he won't be able to. And we need to go face. There's no point in going for Zendikar right now. Just because we would waste all the poison counters for no reason. He might play Emperor, but that won't be enough, right? He needs 8 mana for this play. He can do it main phase on the next turn, but he needs to fully tap out, which is kinda okay for us. Not perfect, but okay. Here we go, 5 poison. Starting. I think Herd Migration is also something that can be useful. He's really going for the Memory Deluge, alright, so I expect a sweeper. So if he Sunfalls, what do we do? We can either go Twilight, which is really tempting, man, because that forces another sweeper instantly. Titan of Industry can be answered by removal. We have mana advantage, but they're slowly recovering from not playing green. So they will start to do a lot of stuff. That's the better part for them. It means they have a creature and pay less mana. Farewell would be better for us. I kinda hope for Farewell, but it's okay. I could also play Titan. If I do it, it's unfortunate that we always lack some mana for Mirrex, but you know, we still have a lot. And this is a counter spell mana. Oh, that's rough. If I play Migration, what happens? I still cannot play the thing. Yeah, so in no way, I need to play this, in no way I can get good value. So I think we just go with Titan. And it will get countered with Dissipate, I would expect. Right? Yep. That's the thing, but there's nothing we can do about it, and that's not great. This is exactly why I mentioned that 1 mana Farewell would make a difference. Then they wouldn't be able to cast Dissipate. And then we would have Titan, possibly killing this, or just making a Rhino and a shield counter. With so many cards they should be able to answer anyway, but you know, it's still okay for us. So they want to go double Mirrex, that's their decision. A pretty good one, probably. On the next turn we can do more. So let's go with Mirrex. He's at 5 poison counters, so we have a head start, but it will be hard, man. We probably would love to draw more Mirrex. He drew 2 of them, even though he doesn't play any kind of, you know, lands or land decks or land cards. And we are playing a lot of those, but we are not hitting. That's an unfortunate tap. I'm not sure if he wanted to do it or just Tapper got him. I really would think that he wants to make double tokens. But maybe, that's fine. So it might be our turn to Sunfall, I'm not sure. We take the damage, that's for sure. So far we didn't see permanent that we want to hit with the Blast Zone. But I think it will be at least 4. So let's go for 4, and this will be the Emperor counter. And then we'll see from there. Then the cards are okay, but they aren't super needed. Alright, some lands. So, we try to hit their face. We can trade at disadvantage because we are at 1 poison, he is at 5, but he will probably start killing those. We need some more Mirrexes. Let's see how much mana he will spend. Alright. Not much. Definitely not much. And he can still double Mirrex. Alright, we can still use Mirrex with Heart Migration, and Heart Migration is something that will be problematic for him. If he counters, he cannot use double Mirrex. If he doesn't, we have blockers. He doesn't want to sweep the board because he will have four creatures on his turn at sorcerer speed. So yeah, he probably wants to use double removal, but then we still get our Mirrex. And I want to use Sweeper when he at least has like 4 creatures. Like, you need to pace it basically. If you have 1 poison counter, it means you can take 1 or 2 poison if that means a better trade later. 1 Mirrex. So either he casts something, Fires of Victor, sure. But no kicker, that's good. Slowly getting him out of cards, hopefully. And our cards are pretty powerful. Second Mirrex would help a lot this game, but we are not hitting it. Alright. Getting rid of 1 of them. I might die due to damage and not poison, but I still cannot trade versus this token, so it's fine. Sure. So I think this might be a Sunfall, we will see. And don't forget, every attack that we can get gets us really ahead. That's a card. We might hit Mirrex with this one, so it might be meaningful. Face. Let's see, and as you can see, he's down to 3 cards after this. He can use the Sacred Fires, which is not perfect. Here she is. So we can kill the Emperor and all the Zendikars. And I don't think we have time to break the Zendikars, so it will be probably like this. Alright, I think I know the turn. So, no Mirrexes, or 1 of them. So I can spend this 3 mana and Blast Zone to kill the Emperor. I have 5, 8. So I have 4 spare mana after this. So I cannot Sunfall together with the rest. Let's start with this one. Maybe I just use Mirrex and Emperor dies later. Not sure. Let's see if that warrant is a hard counter spell. No. Alright, alright. I cannot use both Blast Zone and Mirrex, so Vinewall will be one of the plays. And then it's either Blast Zone or Mirrex, depending on my decision and what I will hit. He will see the card. I think we should be hitting 1 Mirrex. And that will help us pressure them much more, especially that they are down to 3 cards. They really consider this one. Still no Mirrex, that's bad. But we can use Boseiju, so let's take it. Alright, so I could kill their Mirrex. 1 of them. Not the worst. But I think we need to start with Emperor. This means we lose some of the poison. But we can block this 1 token, so we are kinda even. Alright. Man, that was intense. I think we will win by poison, so there's no point in attacking his face. Like, we won't get him from 21, especially that he plays Emperor and Unions and Sacred Fire, so he is he's at 30 if he cares. So not a good idea for us. He knows about Boseiju. He has basics. He actually has very nice basics. I think very often you play 2 Dissipates unless you are very greedy, so I would guess it might be all of them. 1 counterspell could be Negate and some Make Disappears, but so far he didn't play Make Disappears. Oh boy, that's bad. Alright, that's bad. But I have an idea. We are hitting the open one. because he probably wants to use the Mirrex and have a token, but then he needs to tap out, and we have free reign over this turn, which means we play Twilight, and then we can force... Oh, he's just taking mana. Alright, alright. Not what I expected. Let's go with what? With passing the turn. Alright, so no mana burn. Double blue, the dissipate mana. I should probably target the forest to spread it out, but I don't think there is any punish for it. Alright, and we will try to hit Mirrex, I guess. Here's the union, so as you can see the life total won't be bursted, not with this version of the deck. I mean, we have huge amount of strong drops, like Rex is insane. If we had this card, we could basically pressure him dying in like one turn. Double or triple Mirrex would really help, because we have mana to use all of them, so we could just make 3 creatures a turn. And if we get Sloth to do this, he would be under pressure for the rest of the game. Alright, now we are doing this. And all the mana is open, so it will be a little bit scary. But it is what it is. He definitely doesn't want to get hit by anything. Man, why do you have 7 cards again? That's so mean. Emperor is not good news.
I hope you're ready to lose.
Especially with the Samurai, because that really helps against the Mites. And he can use 1 Mirrex on me. I mean, that's a good double play, so Mirrex is still here every turn, but we also get something on top, and that's good, that's good. I mean, theoretically we have 9 damage a turn, but it mostly helps with blocking. One of the good things is that normally they just sweep your board, but then they sweep their might as well, and they need to do it at the end step, so they don't get anything. Yeah, Sunfall is kinda okay. The problem is that he still has a counter spell in hand, and I cannot force him to tap out fully and at any point, and that's bad. Because when I play this, he will just hard counter it. And then I'm out of possibilities, especially with a draw like this. Alright, so do we go for it? Probably. 1, 2. So no make disappear so far, but I don't think we'll go super hard. He will just sweep the board. So we have 3, 4, alright, 3, 8 mana. So I think we go like this, and then we can use Mirrex at the end step. It also goes around make disappear, theoretically, so if he wants to use... he didn't show that he plays the card so far, but maybe he just never had occasion. So No's looking super hot for us right now. I don't think we'll be winning this one. I think we already missed the spot, but sometimes they don't have the right cards, and sometimes you can catch them off guard. Alright, so we will force a sweeper. At least there's that. And if he wants to make a samurai, he needs to get rid of his emperor. Good play would be to Sunfall and then go for this token. Yeah, I think that's what he's going for. And as you can see, I could never tap him fully. And he has a plenty of sweepers, so it's really hard to win this way. Alright. 6 damage to my beautiful face. Not feeling super hot. I think with this one top deck to get us back in the game. Alright, I don't need to do it now. He can use Sorcerer Speed, but I don't think that's a big difference. Alright, I mean, if anything, it will be this. He can actually trade, which is pretty insane. And I think he might, if he doesn't have an answer. By the way, this would be lethal, but he had the Samurai and this token. So really unfortunate overall. Yep, he's going for double trade. But it might give us extra turn. You want to go like this. And it also means the might goes through. We are hit for 7. Alright, where it went wrong, I think when he got more Mirrexes than us, even though we play probably more than he does. And we also have Boseiju, so we killed one. So the amount of Mirrex he had was way higher than we did. And as you can see, the poison is all that matters here. But still, they have good matchup against us. It is not easy if you lose the first tempo. Alright, is there another one? Yeah. Good game, my friend. That was... You know what, let's give him liver. If you play Sacred Fire, I think you deserve to hit the kill. That was pretty good game. I'm unhappy we didn't win, but I think that was a good strategy and good take. He had just a little bit too many cards. The second Silver Scrutiner really refilled him for the rest of the game. We got him to 3 cards. If that continued, I think we could win. Alright, we're going first. We have some Mirrexes. Let's go with the farmland. First into Mirrex, of course, into Wall, into Zendikar. So we have Twilight as a payout. We just need a Sweeper if that's an aggro deck, and some value in case it's not. But Mirrex will give a lot of... Man, literally, I only play against 5-card control with this deck. I literally don't see aggro anymore. That's crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Like, no joke, I stopped seeing aggro when I started playing this deck. Like, nobody plays aggro in Mythic anymore. I mean, I like it, but it's weird, because we have a really good matchup against aggro. Yeah, I think we'll go with Invasion of Zendikar. I don't really want Boseiju, right? Especially with Triumphs, he just gets another Triumph. What is this one? Like, I assume it's 5-card control because they play Triumphs, but so far it might be just Jant. Not sure, we will see. Definitely happy to not see counter spells because we can just resolve Zendikar and go into Rex, which could be nice. Zendikar is such a cool card, man. Like, it gives you just so much briefing room with all the extra mana. What do they have? It might be the... What was it called? Not Signet, but you know, this 3 mana thing that lets you choose different modes. I actually forgot that. But you get the idea. He can exile 3 cards and play them basically. So definitely first forest. I don't think we need more planes, so we will just go pure forest from now on. Like, you can hit Stomper into Stomper sometimes, and that's already 4 green mana. Here's the blue. So he's only missing white mana right now, so I guess it's 5-card control. I'm not sure. Hard to tell. Right, so he cannot counter it, and he cannot kill it because of Ward 4, and he has 4 mana total. So even if he had 1 mana removal, that's still too expensive. He can sweep, but he doesn't have white mana, so he cannot. Like, even if he plays planes, he needs double white, so I don't think he can answer this card. I just don't think he can. So we hit 7 mana really quickly. Emperor not working, and you don't have the mana, so even Fading Hope will be too expensive, right? So that's a good start. If he misses the end step, it means that at the best case, somehow he needs to answer main phase for all the mana probably. But I honestly don't think... like, land into Fading Hope, that's the best, and we just replay it. And we have also Green Sun's Twilight, so when he taps out, we just do it again. Yeah, pretty like this play. I think we should be winning with this one. Smork. Still not enough mana, because Go for the Throat is 6 mana total, 2 for the cost and 4 for the ward. I mean, I smell victory, but not fully yet. I'm not sure if I played the land, because if I didn't, I can double Mirrex as well. Of course, face. We don't need Zendikar, for sure. Oh my god, he went to 8 poison already. That's not where you wanna be. We play the land, and now we threaten double Mirrex, which means that even if he kills this, somehow, On main phase, we still have 2 poison that can attack him on our turn, so I'm pretty sure he cannot get out of this. Yeah? Oh man, like it's so not enough. I respect it. Like, usually this sweeper works, but not against our deck. Like, it's an 8/8 that came when he had 4 mana, so that's rough. That's rough. He cannot even cut down because first ward and second it's still too huge after drag to the bottom. Even with Leyline, if he... Yeah, Leyline would be best, right? Because if he plays Plains, he can use 5 mana for a Leyline. That was his best line of play. Not sure if he plays White though. Doesn't seem to be it. And I think he's out of the game. Not sure if he's trying to think of something or he's just trying to rope. Because I don't see any potential to come back from this. He can heal for 3 and he will be at 7 with the migration, right? Because he has 1 green mana. And that's probably the best case he can go. He seems to be trying, but I'm pretty sure he's out. Alright, so we will use... Yeah, I think he just wanted to show us what he had in the hand. And the answers were there, just not strong enough against our deck. That was fun. Alright, this one is weird, but I kinda like it, you know, because we have the Vinewall, we are on the draw, so we probably will draw some lands. And we can ossificate everything, one after another, so with Sunfall and Twilight we should have enough time. All we need is some lands, I guess. Invasion of Zendikar would be very useful. Alright, this is for the next turn, so let's go with this one. It gives us all the mana. This is for the next turn, it's literally the perfect land. Unless you want to go colorless, but I don't think we have this luxury. And the Ossification Victim, I love it. And that's 1 mana interaction. Very interesting. Alright, it's good for us. Oh, I nearly did it. That would be a big blunder. This is a good moment. He is tapped out, so he cannot exile it in any way. Or destroy it in response, like with a cut down. Especially the cut down is not perfect. We don't have too many lands. We don't hit our big stuff, but it's okay. Drawing card. That's the correct one. Good. I mean, bad for us, but good for him. Alright, let's split it in case of land destruction deck, I guess. He already got the value, so it's good trade for him. So we basically traded 1 card for... like, he got 2 cards, we got 1, so not good, not good. Zaeter... oh, it's been such a long time. However... I mean, what did it do? Deals combat damage to a player, you look at the top card, you may play land from the top, or cast a spell. Oh my god, so much text. So basically you can play without mana cost. Or just get it into hand. All I read is that I need to kill it. Alright. It was a really long time to say, yeah, you need to remove it. And he's down to 3 cards. Alright, that's not something we need to respect very much. However, what we need to respect is our bad draw. If I had a land, man, I would absolutely go off on this turn. So, we need to risk that he draws a land. I don't know exactly what his big payout is. Alana and Alina, absolutely fine. This is actually really good for us. One of the best cards. We get 2 for 1. He gets the trample, so he will get a land. That's not something I absolutely love. Because of the trample, there is no sense in preventing 1 of the damage. Yeah, you just give it. It's basic, right? So they cannot take any cool lands. They already have way more mana than they can spend. So I don't fear this very much. Moment we hit the 6th land for the Warden, we should be okay. I'm activating this one because it can make my Sunfall better. That is scary. Because if I play this, I needed it on the last 3 turns. Right now I can die. This will be a 7/7. Right, it's passive at the beginning, yeah. He can still attack with this one, so it's already 9 damage, mostly with trample. However, if I survive, I mean, I can go this. So far. He can blitz this. This will be 5 damage. It has trample? It has. So I can block this. It's already 10, 12 damage. I still don't die. Alright, I think it's worth the risk. I think it's worth the risk. We might die, but it's okay. I think we won't. We of course don't attack, and now we try to survive because he seems to be using creatures to win games, and we're very... see? He didn't go for blitz, that's... Alright, right, he doesn't need to. Alright, so as you can see, this is exactly what was going to happen. Let's see what he hits. That's pretty big deal. I don't super fear those effects. I will also live gain a lot with the Twilight. Yeah, I will be at 7. I'm a bit scared about the card from the top. How does it exactly work? I still don't know. Damage dealt. But it's damage dealt from this envoy, so I think 7 or less. I mean, that's a lot. Especially in my deck. Oh, he didn't get it? Man, I'm not reading the card, I'm just killing it. Of course with the Twilight. You don't get anything when it dies. Alright. I mean, that's why this is in the deck. As you can see, pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. And we were rewarded for risking this because we would not draw a land. So it means we would not be able to play all of those cards if not Zendikar. That's not amazing. Wow, so good at magic. Are we dead? We're nearly dead, man. That's insane. Oh, we actually are dead because of the triggers. Wow, so good at magic. I guess that was a mistake then. I should play the Sunfall. But honestly, this kind of draw... He drew one of those cards from the top, so it's not like he had this strategy. He just got it. Alright, that was a little bit triggering, but I still think we played it right. That was a decent calculation on the risk. Oh man, I'm so excited to play this one. And we have the Vinewall, the best wall in Standard by far. Man, I really like the card. And then we can go into... Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of pieces. And thanks to Vorrac and Vinewall, we are guaranteed to hit stuff. The Vinewall. Alright, alright. We're starting the thing. We'll ramp on the next turn already. Oh my god, Blast Zone is pretty amazing here, right? It just kills the Sleeper instantly. So basically it's a 4 mana removal. It kinda slows us down, but we will have stuff. And now he cannot attack. He needed to attack first. Then I could not block. I mean, I could, but that's risky. And then he needs to... Then he can decide, bro, your go. I don't know what he's doing. Like, he seems to be, like, mostly not playing this game. Especially by turn 2. I think he has... No, I was on the play, right? So... Oh, he forgot... Oh my god. I think he played the turn, played it, and forgot there's combat phase in the game. Alright, so... Let's go like this. It will be Stomper, even though it cannot block, like I'm at 20. So I'm not super scared. Let's go for the green mana, because we need a lot of it. Even though our pain lands can be used, we don't want to use them if we don't have to. So we are very close. This forces him to spend mana, and that's the best use of the Vinewall I will get, because it breaks their Trespasser turn, or Liliana, so he's not getting what he wants. Edict. Alright, alright. This will be interesting. So, what do we play? I think it's still... Well, the Stomper cannot block. That's something to consider. But I might draw a land naturally on the next turn, and that will mean both of my plays are enabled. So I still think it's better. Let's go for green mana. I think the next one will be white. Theoretically, you can play Titan into something with green. Here she is. That's fine, that's fine. We have White Sun's Twilight. And we can potentially clear the board on the next turn already. The discard will be scary, so we need to be careful of this. 5 damage. Getting scary. Land from the top, because we are really good at magic. Alright. I think it's White Sun's Twilight. We could go for the Warden as well. This is very important decision. I'm scared that they will play shorted. They didn't have occasion so far, so most likely it's in the hand. And then I cannot kill it. And I'm at 12. If I play Warden, they just need cut down. I mean, Liliana is not here, so maybe I get some cards. Let's try to slow the game. Whatever happens, I should be able to handle it, and Twilight is so good because it reverses the tempo. Now they need to defend with their 3 mana, and it also means Liliana might die randomly. I have Vorrac to discard because our 6 and 7 drops are already powered by our lands, and here is the Shell. This is exactly what we mentioned.
You won't be outsmarting me.
Alright, so we really want to kill Liliana. Let's draw the card. I mean, we have the Titan, so there's something. I will probably keep this land in case he has more Lilianas. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Go. It's not how I want to win the game. I just needed to reverse the tempo, basically. Alright. Good decision by them. They cannot protect Liliana, but we are out with this problem, at least. So that's something. And I think this is a good play. Do I want 5 life? I definitely want a shield counter. And honestly, I think it's Rhino. It doesn't trade very well against Shaw. Life gain is so tempting. But let's go for this one. Shield goes to the Titan. This is the only non-token, so if he has Edict, he can literally target. But I cannot go around this one. And he only has 2 cards, so if he's so good at Magic to have this card, it will be good for him. Alright, alright. Little damage. I need to be really wary. But on the bright side, we can kill him very quickly, especially with Titans. That's a strange one. I'm not sure what to think about this. And he doesn't as well. He has no idea why he made this play. I think he wanted to bluff, and if he can get us to 10, maybe he can burst us, and we didn't take the bait. That's the only idea, but I mean, we did it.